At the second game of the NBA Cup group stage for these two teams. This one has a little more meaning than your average regular season game. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Take a look at the Mavericks. So far, they've got the fourth best record in the conference. And, of course, there's Los Angeles, down 4 spots from them.
And when I look at Dallas, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
Well, this is kind of where we expected them to be. They're a very good team, maybe even great, but they are still one level below the very top.
Here we go.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. Out on the perimeter, we'll see Beal and Leonard. The pair up front, that'll be Collins and Zubac. And it's Paul in at point. And for the Mavericks, the 4 and 5, it's Davis and Lively. Sliding in at the wing positions will be Thompson and Flagg. And it's Irving in at the 1. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Zubac with the screen for Beal. It's 3-pointers off the mark. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Thanks, guys. Well, a new start for Bradley Beal with the Clippers. He'd resisted trades from Phoenix last season with his no-trade clause, but easy to see why he welcomed joining this team. A ton of veteran talent, and after trading away Norman Powell, there was a real need for his talent.
They're clearly happy to have him. All right, Shams, we appreciate the report. Count it.
The Kyrie's still getting to the rim at will, even after more than a decade in this league.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Outside Leonard, and stolen by Flagg. Here's Thompson. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Here's Leonard, and he really played well against Denver. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
I was able to catch up with the head coach of the Mavericks. The two-way star, Kawhi Leonard, was at the top of the coach's mind. He told me we've seen Kawhi win those finals MVPs because at his best, he is as good as anyone in the world. Leonard doesn't just score it, he can also shut down your best wing. It's really tough facing him. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thanks.
Anthony Davis sending a message with that finish. Wow.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Outside Leonard, beyond the arc. You can't hit that time.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And a wide open look for Flagg. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Talk about a fast start. 4 for 4 right out of the gate.
Beal finds Paul. Collins wide open, he fires. And the Clippers miss again.
That's a tough start for them offensively. Now just 1 for 5 from the field. They've got to find their groove.
Davis, the pass to Lively. Here's Irving. 6 to shoot. Pass to Flagg. Shoots over Leonard. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
And Beal kicks to Collins. Paul outside. Can they get it? It's rebounded by Dallas. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Clippers team. Pass to Davis. Outside Irving. Here's Flagg. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Excellent defense there from Zubac. Outside Collins. Beal against Thompson. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. Let's take a look at the numbers for Kawhi Leonard.
And, guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Irving. Averaging 23 points per game, 8 assists, and 3 rebounds. They're loving how he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
Yeah, I agree. The pieces fall into place when he is finding people. The offense looks visibly sharper.
And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
And how about the numbers here for Davis? And he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And his ability to patrol the lane is a difference maker for that team. Exceptional timing and anticipation. That's why he's a top 10 shot blocker. Now, here is Irving. His last outing, 16 points for him. Pass to Davis. Launches it. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. 6-point game. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
Yeah, let's give a shout out to their defense in that one. The intensity, the shot blocking, just a dominant performance.
I just thought they looked focused all night long. At no point did they relax or take their foot off the gas.
Now here's Beal. Another guy really kicked it up a notch for them in that Nuggets game. 4 on the shot clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And looking at this game in terms of the NBA Cup, there are major implications here tonight.
Yeah, both these teams come in at 1-0, and with just 4 games in the group stage, the difference between 2-0 and 1-1 is massive. I'm sure that's not a fact that's lost on either of these coaches.
And then Collins slams it in.
One of the most explosive young bigs we have. Collins quick off the floor and gets creative at the rim.
Mavericks leading by 4. Outside Irving. On the wing, Davis. The 10-footer misses off the right iron.
It's a tough stretch for him right now. He may want to find a different way to stay involved.
And in terms of efficiency, Greg, very little has changed with Kawhi Leonard.
In multiple years, he's been close to making the 50-40-90 club. A high-usage player who gets to his spots and also takes great care of the ball.
And this Clippers team, GA, hanging their hats on the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, a team of veterans who know how to play. Great coaching. And with Ivica Zubac patrolling the paint, it's been a winning recipe.
Now here's Beal. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game.
Determined to produce. Beal plays with such desire on offense, always searching for the next shot.
Here's Thompson. A 17-point game for him in the win against Phoenix.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
Leonard with the ball. In the corner, Collins with it. Shoots from the baseline. And it's flagged with the rebound. Mavericks leading by 3. Thompson from long range. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists tonight.
Wow, he's just as lethal as he has ever been in this league. Thompson's accuracy is top shelf.
And Los Angeles guys shooting a lowly 30% to start this game out. Ball finds Beal. Leonard with the screen on Thompson. Clock at 6. Here's Beal. And the rejection by Lively. Pass to Irving. In the corner, Lively with it. And the Mavericks another 3.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Clippers trail by 9. Leonard looking around. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That's his first foul. Washington's checked in for flag. Here's Paul. 9 points last game out. Shot clock at 6. Will it go? And it's Leonard missing. Dallas leading by 9. Irving dishes to Davis. Over Collins. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. We know about the length and the athleticism, Tim, of Lively. But what do you like about his skill and maybe the way he sees the game?
Yeah, this league has seen a lot of guys with that type of length and athletic ability, but what sets him apart, he's got great instincts for where to get open, instincts how to rebound, where the ball is coming off, and then also, I just think his conditioning level is very high.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Jarek Lively. Marshall comes in for Anthony Davis. And it's Russell in for Thompson. Outside for Beal. Connects from three-point range. Beal's got 7.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Well, it was the Dallas Mavericks winning their last game against Phoenix.
Well, they came into that game looking to be physical, looking to control the boards, and they succeeded.
Second chance points once again making the difference, as is often the case.
Here's a peek now at the 2K leaderboard. This year, these teams have made the most of their offensive rebounds. The Mavericks, number 1.
You know, they've been so aggressive on the offensive boards, and they're earning every one of those second chance buckets with that relentless effort.
And the first one drops. You know, so much turmoil for the Mavericks last season, GA. Despite that, they were a win away from making the playoffs.
Yeah, they battled valiantly. But to go from the 2024 NBA Finals to the lottery, obviously disappointing. They're looking to make amends this season.
Lopez, he's checked in for the Clippers. Bogdanovich comes in for Chris Paul. What a key game tonight in the Cup. The second of 4 group stage games. Tonight, in a word, is huge.
Well, as you mentioned, Kevin, there are just 4 group games. So after tonight's game, both teams will have a much better idea of where they stand and what chances they have to advance. And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Here's Russell. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
So far, a great game plan and great execution, but we still have a long way to go.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. They get it back. Here's Zubac, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Mavericks leading by 10. And here's Russell. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Irving for 3. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Snatched up. Lopez.
And even though Lopez has taken his game farther and farther from the basket, he can still punish you inside.
Now, here is Russell. We've got 1:55 left to play in the first. That shot is off. Ready by Bogdanovich. Clippers trail by 8. Down low, here's Leonard, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Known for his incredible defense, Leonard's huge hands and timing really helped make an impact on that end.
It's his first trip to the line. Free throw good from Leonard.
And a guy any team would love to have. The quiet confidence of Kawhi has worked throughout his career.
Davis is checked in for Dallas. Christie comes in for Kyrie Irving. And then for Los Angeles, Derek Jones, he's checked in for Zubac. Christie subbed in for Beal. Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard. You know, you got to be impressed with the size and athleticism of this Mavericks front court, Tim.
And now the addition of Cooper Flagg at small forward. So in addition to all the length and mobility they already had, this now makes them the match of any team in the league in that regard.
Now here is Davis, coming off a solid outing against Phoenix.
Using all of that size to create leverage and rip down that board.
Here's Christie. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Russell against Christie. Over to the wing. From deep, Washington. Christie with the rebound. Clippers trail by 4. Pass to Bogdanovich. Latre. It's rebounded by Dallas. Here's Christie and the powerful one-handed slam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And here is Los Angeles now. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And Brook Lopez, the bucket on the assist from Bogdanovich. Lopez has got his second bucket of the night.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. 15 seconds left here in the first quarter. To the middle, here's Davis, and finished off by Davis.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Here's Leonard, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. And that does it for the first quarter. Mavericks ahead, they lead by 6. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Well, it's hard to get stops in this league with so much talent offensively. I love what they are doing right now.
Dallas leading by 6. So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. They've got Derek Jones. Miller is out there with Bogdanovich. Then there's Batum, and it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
That's very smart use of the screen, and it sets up a very close look.
And we've seen P.J. Washington take his defensive game, Tim, to another level in Dallas.
Yeah, Kevin, a chance to play a winning brand of basketball in his hometown, and maybe giving him a little extra motivation to go with that 7'2" wingspan.
One shot.
And this NBA Cup, Greg, it's patterned after the WNBA Commissioner's Cup, which we all enjoy, and that started back in 2021.
Well, the W had loads of success with the Cup format. The basketball world took notice, and I think that is a major reason why the NBA started their version in 2023.
Now, Exum, after the missed three from Lopez, Exum finds Washington. And Jones pulls it down. Clippers trail by 9. Going inside. Batum wide open. He fires. Hits it from three-point range. Batum's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Pass to Washington. Back to Russell. Now here is Davis. Russell looking it over. 5 to shoot. Here's Gafford. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 8.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Well, you see this all too often. The effort has to be there first.
Here's Exum. That one's in. His first shot this game. And so here are the Clippers. Now Christie outside Bogdanovich. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Bogdanovich. He's putting up about 8 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. We know that he can come up with the occasional big play, but his overall numbers haven't been impressive.
Yeah, truthfully, I think his numbers are fine, but in talking to him, he thinks they should be even better.
And the Clippers making a change here. Sanders is checked in. And now Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Thank you. This is the 4th and now longest coaching stop for the Mavericks' Jason Kidd. Kyrie Irving said he's learned from the past head coaching jobs that he's had and being with different players and seeing them improve. Now he's mastering his coaching philosophy and being an originator. Guys?
He has definitely seen it all. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting. Here's Exum after the basket by Los Angeles. Davis inside, defended by Jones. And it's Davis missing.
Well, the defense was solid right there, but that's just a missed opportunity at the rim.
Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down now to just 6 on the basket from Sanders. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Russell with it. 8 points his last outing. Shoots the 3. And they'll get another chance. Exum the bounce pass. Washington. And he lays it straight in. Washington's got 5 points now this quarter.
And Kevin, they dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Clippers trail by 8. Here is Sanders. Outside Bogdanovich. Lopez sets a screen for Bogdanovich. Trying to find Jones. He gets it to him. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Irving's checked in for Dallas. And then for the Clippers. Collins checked in for Jones. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Nicholas Batum. And Paul subbed in for Sanders. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Outside Irving. Davis with a screen on Paul. To the paint. Irving against Paul. Irving can't get it to go. And it's Paul with the ball for Los Angeles. They trail by 6. Pass to Collins. Over Irving. Shot by Collins, no good. The Mavericks have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Now, here is Russell. He's covered by Leonard. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Why, such a fiery competitor. He won't back down in the face of adversity.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. Zubac is checked in for Lopez. And Leonard, no good on that one. One thing you can say about this Clippers organization, GA, resources will never be a problem.
Yeah, passionate and deep-pocketed leadership. You throw in the market size, and even if they're not the glamour franchise in L.A., they're no longer resigned to second fiddle.
Clippers trail by 7. Ball outside. There's a screen by Collins. Bogdanovich passes to Collins. It's rebounded by Dallas. Davis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Oh, you have a feeling this would be a completely different game if it wasn't for his brutal shooting performance.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Outside Leonard. 5 on the clock. That shot off. Good D by Irving. Mavericks leading by 7. Here's Washington. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got his 4th rebound in this one.
Yeah, it's been a tough game for him with his shooting. Fortunately, the rest of the team has picked him up, and they have the lead.
Oh, he is so good from deep. Bogdan is even better shooting out of the corner.
And here's Russell. In the corner, it's Gafford. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Washington sets the pick for Russell. Washington passes to Gafford. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Russell. Bogdanovich, no luck. Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And that one's good. Russell.
An active competitor. Russell won't go down without a fight, especially around the rim.
Clippers trail by 6. Pass to Zubac. Paul surveying the floor. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. And it's Bogdanovich again missing. For Dallas, they've gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Davis kicks to Irving. Clock at 6. Down low. Here's Gafford. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And, Tim, you think about rim-running centers. Daniel Gafford typifies that type of player.
Yeah, Kevin, he's a great finisher. He knows when to dive at the rim. And what you like with Gafford is that he's willing to meet you there defensively as well.
That free throw, no good. Well, the league has made sure the NBA Cup has dedicated nights on the calendar for this tournament in order to accentuate these group stage games.
And I like that format because it makes it clear to the players and fans that these games mean something more than a normal regular season game.
Clippers trail by 7. Pass to Zubac. A 3 from Leonard. It's rebounded by Dallas. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. That will complete this 4-game homestand. Irving against Paul. Now flag. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 5th assist in this one.
A dependable distributor. Irving is adept at seeing the floor and making the pass.
Now here's Leonard. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game. A 3-ball, and it's Irving with the rebound.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making them.
Basket counts.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And so it's Beal. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. 11-point game. Pass to Leonard. There's a screen by Collins to end the run. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Collins has got his 2nd basket of the game.
Yeah, and a big reason why Beal's a good passer, he has a high basketball IQ. That is a smart kick out right there.
Mavericks have gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. Thompson outside. Pass to Gafford. 6 to shoot. Irving for 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got 5 rebounds tonight. Paul kicks to Collins. And here's Leonard from 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
He's having a tough quarter, scoring the basketball, unable to help them close this gap.
And Flag throws it down.
Yeah, look, throughout his career, Klay Thompson has been an unselfish player. That's a beautiful dish and setup right there.
Clippers trail by 11. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Beal, the pass to Zubac. Outside Leonard. Trying to break that ice-cold streak.
Just hasn't been his night so far, and if he's unable to find his rhythm, this might be a long night for them.
Irving surveying the floor. Lively sets a screen for Irving over Paul. And that one comes up a bit short.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Dallas leading by 11. Lively the pass to Irving. And that one drops for him. Irving's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
.131 left in the first half of the game. And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
And Coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
Yeah, physically they are being overwhelmed in the paint right now. That can be hard to fix because it's a personnel issue.
Dallas making a switch here. Washington's checked in. On defense, Dallas. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. Zubac kicks to Beal. Back to Zubac. And the shot goes in.
Well, I know you're concerned about Beal shooting the basketball, but do not sleep on his ability to facilitate.
1:07 left here in the second. Lively a screen on Leonard. Thompson in the corner. And the 3 off target. Clippers trail by 11. Kicks it out to Collins. That's good. And so Beal with the assist. Beal's got 3 assists tonight.
And let the big man eat. It's clear that Collins loves getting these kinds of scoring opportunities.
Dallas has gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter. Only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Pass to Washington. To the wing right side. Leonard with the steal. Beal gets a wide open look. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
29 seconds left in the first half. Thompson against Beal. Thompson passes to Lively. To the wing on the left. 6 on the shot clock. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Leonard inside. Over flag. No good from 11 feet. And that concludes the first half. Mavericks lead by 7. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
I'm here with P.J. Washington. P.J., what will be the key for you guys defensively in the second half?
Not letting them get easy routes to the basket and contesting their shots, rebounding, and not letting them get second chance points.
Comes back to the fundamentals, guys.
Thank you, Allie, for that. And folks, we'll be back with you after this short halftime break. So don't go away.
Hey everybody, halftime is upon us, and the scoreboard showing a deficit for the Los Angeles Clippers.
They're within striking distance. They've done a few good things out there, but rebounding is not one of them, Shaq.
Probably the difference in the game, which I'm sure Coach is reminding them of. All right now, still early on, but let's check out the Western Conference standings.
Taking a look at the Clippers. They're right where I expected them to be. The effort is there, but their play is inconsistent. Feels like they're still constructing this roster. We'll see what they look like by the end of the year.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. It's been quite a game for Bradley Beal.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Dallas. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Irving and Thompson are the guard set. The 4 and 5, it's Davis and Lively. And it's Flag in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Jason Kidd. Thompson with the bucket.
I don't think anyone has ever gotten it off quicker than Klay Thompson.
Clippers trail by 10. Outside, Beal. Pass to Zubac. Lays it up and banks it in. Zubac has got 6 points.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
The Clippers shooting for the game at 42%. In the corner, Collins with it. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. He's got 9.
And you love how instant Collins' shot can be. Gets a pass and wastes no time in releasing it.
Now here's Thompson. 8 points for him. Outside Irving. And they pick up 2.
For a lot of guys, that floater is a tough one to convert, but not for Irving. His finishing ability is unmatched.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Beal, the pass to Leonard. Back to Beal. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Back to Irving. Shot clock at 5. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Paul. That's tipped. They get it back. And can't hit the shot. But they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line. It goes on Derek Lively.
And a lot of players might have passed that shot up. Not Collins. He stays aggressive and draws the foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. So you can talk about the physical challenges, Tim, of today's game. One thing the players have a little easier, certainly, is the way they travel from game to game.
Well, there is no question about that. I didn't even get on a charter till the middle of my NBA career.
Oh, my goodness.
In the mid-90s. We were still flying commercial till that point, but there's no doubt travel is better for players. I think also some of the things they've added for guys like massage therapists and acupuncturists and even personal chefs, all of that makes it a little bit easier for today's NBA player.
Now, if we could do it for the broadcasters, that would really be a win.
Sign me up, Kevin. I'll be right there reclining fully right next to you.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Thompson for 3. Defense all over him. Thompson.
And Thompson thrives in those catch-and-shoot situations.
Clippers trail by 8. Zubac with the screen for Beal. It's tipped. Wants to get it to Collins and does. Beal can't get it to go.
Well, the defense challenged him just enough to force that miss. They really collapsed when he got close to the rim.
It's Davis on the wing. He's guarded by Collins. And the Mavericks another 3.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Outside Leonard, and it's Beal in the corner. Pass to Collins. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And it's Davis with the jam.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
It's a great game plan, and it's great execution. They've really been in the zone.
Here's Beal. He's got 9. Collins, a screen on Thompson. Beal up top. He's covered by Thompson. Thompson against Beal. Clock at 4. Pass to Paul. To halt the run. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Mavericks leading by 13. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks, Kevin. Derek Lively uses his mobility to his advantage. He said, quote, "I like to turn the game into a track meet because I can't out-muscle anybody. But I can definitely get around people, I can outrun them, and I have to be able to use my stamina and energy to get up and down as much as I can." Back over to you.
Smart approach. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting. And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And while we have a chance, here are the teams that have swatted away the most shots this season. The Mavericks, number 1. The Clippers, 3rd.
And these teams have both hung their hat on their defense, especially in the paint. We're looking at 2 of the premier shot-blocking teams in our league.
For Dallas, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Irving sets a screen for Thompson. Pass to Davis. The kick out to Irving. And taken away by Paul. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. And Davis sends it back.
And that's what makes AD special. Protecting that rim.
And it's flag missing. Clippers trail by 11. Tim, there are a few players who can dominate on both ends, but Anthony Davis is certainly among them.
Yeah, he's one of the most dynamic defenders in the game, Kevin, and offensively, he can hurt you in a multitude of ways, whether it's off the dribble, posting, or facing up.
Dallas has gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Pass the flag. Outside, Davis. From the arc. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got 11 rebounds in the game. And Beal kicks to Paul. From deep. Beal can't get it to go.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Pass to Thompson. Back to Irving. Out to the right wing. Stolen by Collins. Beal with it. Picked up by Thompson. That doesn't go either for Beal.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
And Irving launches it from deep. The long distance three is buried. Irving's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
And doing a nice job using the bounce to force the issue. Kawhi earning that trip to the line.
Shoot 2.
First free throw is good. And GA, a lot of the best defensive teams in the league have some stout zone looks they can go to. Where do those in a game come in handy?
I mean, often it's a way of challenging opponents to make perimeter shots, but also you want to show different looks just to kind of disrupt the rhythm of a team's offensive flow.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Davis, the pass to Thompson. Now Irving, defended by Paul. Back to Thompson. Dallas moving the ball around. And it's flag missing. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They trail by 11. Beal taking his time here. Shot clock at 6. Here's Leonard. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Yeah, he probably shouldn't have taken that shot there. The defensive intensity was all over.
Thompson outside from past the arc. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 6 assists in the game.
And a big reason they have this lead is the way he's shooting the ball.
And love how Paul seeks out his teammates. Superb at slicing the D to pieces with his passing.
Mavericks leading by 12. Now flag. He's got 6. Thompson for 3. And the Mavericks another 3.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Derek White. B.J. Washington comes in for Davis. And it's Russell in for Flag. Brook Lopez is checked in for the Clippers. Bogdanovich comes in for Leonard. Out left to the wing. Collins kicks to Bogdanovich. Collins setting the pick for Bogdanovich. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Collins finds Lopez. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Lopez has got 6 points.
Can't let Lopez get comfortable down low. The second he does, there's no stopping.
Mavericks leading by 13. Pass to Washington. Thompson outside. For the screen on Bogdanovich. Out to Russell. The three. Second shot opportunity. Gafford misses. Clippers trail by 13. Outside, Beal. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
A play like that can absolutely take the wind out of your sails. Just a tough break.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Collins. And it's Batum in for Chris Paul. Now here's Irving. He's got 12. And it's Russell in the corner. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. He's got 9.
It's all about confidence at the arc. Russell shooting with aggression out of the corner.
Batum sets a screen for Bogdanovich. Pulls up on the wing. Thompson with the rebound. Dallas leading by 16. Irving passes to Thompson. And it falls over the rim and in. 19 points for Klay Thompson.
Well, Thompson is having no trouble finding himself shots, and he'll just keep pouring them in as long as he can.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Batum a screen on Russell. Batum, good.
That's very smart use of the screen, and it sets up a very close look.
Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
Now, here is Irving. A dependable source of points for his team, averages just under 24 points a game.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Here's Bogdanovich. It's an 18-point game. Lopez a screen on Irving. And Beal kicks to Jones. The tray. The shot by Beal, no good.
Well, if you're struggling like this, unless you have a wide open look, make that next pass.
Thompson outside. Russell sets a screen for Thompson. To the inside. Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And the foul called on P.J. Washington. That is his first foul of the game. On the Mavericks with some changes. Najee Marshall comes in for P.J. Washington. And it's Dante Exum in for Kyrie Irving. Kawhi Leonard, he's checked in for the Clippers. Now here's Leonard. He's got 7. The Clippers have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8.
Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw. Washington's checked in for Exum. And he's good on the second. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Marshall. Thompson outside. For the screen on Leonard. Thompson inside the line. They get it again. Leonard against Thompson. And then Jones with the jam.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Klay Thompson has been leading the charge for the Dallas Mavericks. Offensively, this has been his best game of the season. This is the most points he's scored all year. We come back right after this. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, playing for one another. That's the definition of teamwork.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, Bogdanovic is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Derek Jones. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Batum in at the 3 spot.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Davis with a screen on Leonard. Russell with it. Leonard picks him up. And Davis can't get it to go. Clippers trail by 17. It's Bogdanovic on the wing. Here's Jones. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovic. Bogdanovic has got 5 assists in the game. Now, here's Exum. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. And they double up Davis. Dallas moving the ball around. Pass to Lopez. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Dallas. Davis has got 9 rebounds now tonight. And here's Exum. Davis with a screen on Leonard. Exum passes to Russell. Great D that time from Batum. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Here's Leonard. The 17-footer goes down.
Totally dialed in. Leonard makes quick work from that mid-range.
Mavericks leading by 13. Exum deciding where to go with it. Pass to Washington. Lets it go from deep. Nailed from three-point land.
Well, he's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, we talk about winning basketball all the time and what it looks like. Well, that defense right there, that's the opposite of that.
Here's Bogdanovic after the Mavericks pick up 3. Leonard on the wing. Clock at 6. Good. Kawhi working near the hoop.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Irving's checked in for the Mavericks. Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message that Jason Kidd was giving to his team, and coach reminded his team that leads can disappear quickly in the NBA. He said if we get loose and they make a few shots in a row, then this is a ball game again. Do not let that happen, he implored. Guys.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Back to Russell. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeding. Davis kicks to Irving. Washington with the screen on Zubac. Here's the 3. And it's Washington missing.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Leonard with the ball. Guarded now by Irving. No one covering.
Well, he's certainly not the reason they're down. If they're going to grab the lead here, more guys are going to have to step up.
Pass to Washington. Dallas, no good that time either.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that's not a horrible shot for him to take, but you could still probably find a higher percentage shot.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
In order to cut into a lead the way that they have, you must be outstanding on both ends.
For the screen on Bogdanovic. Davis in the corner. Lopez with the steal. And now here's Batum, the fast break opportunity. And it's Leonard missing. Mavericks leading by 9. Here's Irving. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. 14 points for Kyrie Irving.
Sometimes even I'm not sure how Irving does what he does out there.
LA has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And the jam by Nicholas Batum.
Well, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally the run they needed to get back into this one.
And they've made some big plays to get back in it. This game is a toss-up now.
So it's the Mavericks now. The Clippers getting the bucket. Gafford sets the pick for Irving. Inside. Gafford misses. Here's the Clippers. They're on a 13-5 run. Outside Leonard. Outside Bogdanovic. Lopez sets a screen for Bogdanovic. No good from outside.
Well, he was able to sink a triple back in the first half, but he has yet to connect here after the break.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the 3-ball keeps falling, and the defense just hasn't been able to run them off the line.
And something else I've liked has been their ball movement. Always finding the open guy with a better look. That is team basketball.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. And it's Klay Thompson in for Russell.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Mavericks leading by 8. Thompson surveying the floor. Pass to Davis. Oh, Davis absorbing the contact.
Over the years, Davis has packed on a lot of muscle, and it served him well right there.
Leonard, the pass to Paul. Lively against Zubac. 6 to shoot. Leonard on the wing. He's covered by Washington. And it's Leonard missing.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Now here's Irving. Back to Thompson. Teardrop shot. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. Leonard's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Paul against Washington. Tries again. The putback. And finished off by Collins.
Becoming a true force on the offensive glass. Love how hard Collins goes after those second chance opportunities.
Now here's Thompson. Pass to Lively. Back to Thompson. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And here's Washington outside. This ball grabs the miss.
Great job on the closeout and taking away space against a good shooter.
Outside Beal. Over in the corner, Zubac. Beal against Washington. Zubac kicks to Collins. And here's Leonard from 3. Here's Zubac. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
The shot's good from Irving.
But with that touch and finishing ability, if Irving gets that close, it is over.
Clippers trail by 8. Paul outside. Collins finds Zubac. Back to Collins to the inside. Paul outside. Collins setting the pick for Paul. To the paint. And Davis pulls it down. Mavericks leading by 8. Irving with it. Pass to Thompson. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. Here's Collins. He's guarded by Davis. Here's Leonard. Down low. No good from Zubac. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Dallas. They led the game at 1 point by 20. A putback. Paul rips down the rebound. Clippers trail by 8. Now Collins. Leonard inside. Washington's on him. The shot is off. Dallas has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Now Irving. Here's Davis. And he sinks the fadeaway J.
Well, it's a great sign when the jumper is falling for Davis.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Dallas leading by 10. Outside Irving. Thompson. Oh, and wide open, nails the J.
Yeah, Klay Thompson right now so potent and difficult to contain for the defense. This guy can flat out go off on any given night.
And so it's Leonard with it. We'll bring it up for L.A. Off.
Well, he not only forced the miss, but he also came down with the rebound.
Paul against Irving. Now Lively. Here's Thompson. Puts up the 3. He drills the 3.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Mavericks.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching any lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Klay Thompson.
Well, offensively, he was about as locked in as you can be, and his team continued to find him.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Flag is checked in. Now Irving. There's 57 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And yeah, it's good.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
Now here's Paul. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Here's Irving. Now Davis. Beyond the arc. Lively. Another chance here. And he got it. Nice execution on the layup.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Yeah, the atmosphere in this arena has been unbelievable. Great all-around effort by everyone to put this game away.
Now Lopez. Bogdanovich fires. Count it. Nails it from 14.
And the focus Bogdanovich has is tremendous. Able to take on contact and still convert.
One shot.
Free throw good, Bogdanovich. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. And they're off to a great start in the NBA Cup, a 2-0 record in the group stage.
And in this format, you need a third win in the group stage. So with 2 games left, they're in great position.
And now let's send it over to Allie LaForce, standing by with our player of the game. Allie, take it away.
I'm here now with Klay Thompson. And Klay, congratulations on the win. How satisfying is it winning games in front of this devoted crowd?
Well, we always want to put on a show for our fans. They deserve it. They show up every single night. And it's just fun to protect home court.
It's one of the best places to play in the league, no doubt. Thanks, Klay.
And as always, Allie, thank you so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Klay Thompson.